Here we go. Tuesday, the 13th of November. Let's listen to the world's worst podcast. Look at his DMs. You can see how people think about him. This is his show.
Put your boy. You gotta.
Look at this retarded moron. Is he drunk, stoned, or retarded? You guys vote.
You're all big pussy boy, huh? Big pussy boy. Got a pussy boy out here. Hey.
I did you guys a favor. He was singing. I jumped past that because it was horrible.
Man, you see that pussy boy over there?
Put down those armpits, you pig.
Yeah, Big John, what's that guy's name? Oh, that's Pussy Boy Pinky. Calling the cops on me. Afraid to have a little talk with the Duke. Scola.
You call the cops on two girls that you invited to your house, you liar. You're such a piece of shit. You call the cops on everybody. Chad Zumach. You said you called Rochester police on Carl. You're such a dumb shit. And energy drinks are linked to heart conditions. I have to say you probably do have a good genetic makeup. With all the drinking over 30 years you've been doing, the food that you eat and the whippets, I figured you'd be dead by now. Your mind is dead, but the rest of you is still going.
Frankenfinger, get it right, Frankenfinger. So, I went to the doctor, went to the dermatologist today, and I found out what exactly it meant with these there you go, like these little cuts where they itch, and then I scratch, and then it peels off my skin. Well, it turns out that it's a little thing called eczema.
You're a liar. You did not go to a doctor. If you went to a doctor, they would check you in the hospital after they checked your blood pressure and looked at you.
So they prescribed some medication.
It's liver or kidney failure or gallbladder. Probably liver.
Some ointment. And I got to go and pick it up.
Ointment for this pig. Ointment.
And then I put the ointment on my hands.
Now you're talking like Jackie Mason. What are you, retarded?
And my feet.
Feet.
And then slowly it'll go away.
On your ass. Have something to drink.
Scola!
You ever hear of water intoxication? That's probably what killed Bruce Lee. You're next.
Then I moseyed on down to the Packinson printing place, filled out my pension forms to collect from LAUSD, and then I went over to the gym, did some pumping.
What's that mosquito bite on your arm? You didn't do any of this stuff, you liar.
And had to come back here, back home.
I bet you just woke up about 10 minutes ago. How can you go out in public looking like that? You pig.
Because I couldn't figure out how to get the pension
Finger out of your ear?
refund thing to open.
Ding,
so I had to
ding.
come home, send it back to the printing place, and then got that done. In the meantime, my good friend Doppel Dan,
who you've never met, and you prove every day how stupid you are. Couldn't figure out the simplest shit.
was able to come and see my plumbing problem, and for a mere $30.
Your plumbing problem, why don't you eat some prunes?
10 for the part, and 20 for Doppel Dan and his wife. Get them each a $10 dinner. I will have my plumbing for the mere price of $30, because that's what the Duke does.
Would you clog up another bowl, pig?
That's how the Duke.
Try cleaning the bathroom.
Works it.
That's how the Duke works. You don't work. You are a work. You're worthless. Worthless.
So this is Politics Plus, and there's a lot of things to be upset about today. As you know, we are dealing with...
They said doing Klonopin and benzos, which is what you take, and alcohol gives you anger issues. So that's probably one of the reasons you're angry, besides being a retard.
a ridiculous administration. So, because of that...
This guy did all this stuff. He's out of breath from talking.
Wait, hold on a second.
Hold on.
I don't know.
I can't do two things at once. I can't do one thing at once. Hold on.
Oh, I see.
There it is. You know, people look when they're constipated. That's how John looks when he thinks. His brain is fucked up. It's crazy. Do a whip it. Put some more holes in there.
All right. Now I can get rid of the riffraff.
What, you leaving?
I don't want the riffraff here for my very esteemed guests.
What are you leaving?
My good friends. My friends forever. Ladies and gentlemen, please say hi to the legendary press reporter, field reporter.
Friends forever. What are you, 5th grade? Remember you said to DG, well, we're friends forever. I'm loyal. That's done. Said the same thing to Chad. Said the same thing to whoever gave you money. Can't think of his name. The guy with the Asian sounding chatter.
Author, comedian, rock star. Ladies and gentlemen, Brian Karam.
He's not your friend.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dodging bullets. How you doing there, brother?
You know what, Brian? I'm slowly just saying, well, you get what you choose, right? You get the government that you elect. So,
is that the Motorhead shirt that was covered in ants? That was in the garage? I think so.
This is what you want?
Wonderful, redoubtable worm in his head, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who is going to trash all, fluoride in your water, that's gone. These white pearly teeth that everybody like compared to the Brits, they're gone. Welcome to Holy, filled with cavities, brown stained teeth. And then he's going to get rid of clean food and clean and bugs. So you're going to have raw milk. That'll be just fantastic. So much for pasteurization, which has been ongoing for 100 years. Makes your milk healthy. All of that's gone. You voted it in, folks. You got it. You want it. You're going to get it hard and fast, and you're going to get raw dogged. So welcome to the Raw Dog Express.
Brian, how do we respond to people? And I have some good friends on who say, "Oh, you watch, nothing's gonna."
You have no friends. Good friends, my ass.
Change in your life. Everything's gonna be fine. I mean, how do I respond to that? It's like
people have been saying get fluoride out of water for years. Now you're saying the opposite, Democrat.
To me, it's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, it was great when Trump was in the first 4 years. I don't think so.
Well, as one who
It's better than it is now.
covered the richest people to affect the poor. Now, you get Tubin, he goes, they'll become bored with this. There's these existing laws that they won't be able to bypass, and they'll just get bored with being the advisor and walk away. And Tubin's a moron because he's forgotten what everyone needs to remember. The Supreme Court has ruled that Donald Trump can do what he wants as long as it's official action. He has immunity with impunity. So if Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk go back to him and say, hey, we need to get rid of all this stuff, he's going to say, what do we need the laws for? I can just I can issue an edict, and it's an official action, which will be sanctioned by the Supreme Court. So they've made him a king. And
he was sound when Biden left, and that's, just like you said, that is not going to resonate with those 75 million fucking lunatics. It's just
no, they're going to accuse you of gaslighting, lying. It's all Biden's fault. It's all the Democrats' fault. And meanwhile, the Democrats are pointing fingers at each other, going, "Wow, we were too woke," or "Wow."
Well, at least in my opinion, Donald Trump is not a bright guy. He's just a racist.
No.
He's everything.
But what he does, but John, what people
he
fail
appeals
to realize,
he appeals to who they hate. He hates. That's what I think his message.
Yeah, what he does is communicate to people who feel disaffected that he's one of them.
No, John, he's not like you. If you hate somebody, that guy's your friend. Hates the same guy. You prove it every day, you big piece of shit.
And he's listening to them. And it's a simple message. And it's simple. See, this would be considered a poor turnout because if you look at the numbers, out of 320 or 350 million people in this country, a mere 4.
Oh, I just noticed now he's the admiral. Admiral, how much can you guys take? I can't do 3 hours.
Of the people in it have decided who's going to lead us. A statistical
I'll keep skipping ahead.
Minority number of people have decided what the majority will do. That's wrong. And you're not going to fix that until you turn out more voters. And the Democrats have more registered Democrats 4 years ago.
I know.
And that, for the life of me, is one of the most inescapable clues that we are in a nation of morons.
I agree with you.
There's one to your right, Brian.
There. And Brian, Democrats, I can give a fuck. I'm like, go ahead, say something. I'll give you less of a tip. Anyway, so this guy next to me is so happy that Trump won. And he says to me, he goes,
at the pub, at the bar? Probably.
So who's your party affiliation? I go, I don't talk about politics. But meanwhile, I'm wearing an Obama Biden shirt, Brian. So when you say there are morons, yes, you're right. They're fucking morons. I'm wearing Obama Biden. He's asking me who I'm affiliated with.
Are you looking at this retard?
I like to wear the hat I got from the National Rifle Association. Keep guns and fraud when there was none. I have to see proof. And I had someone say, I said that on Twitter or X or whatever, and somebody said, well, you lazy bastard. Wait, that's what reporting is today. We got to give it to you. Well, yeah, if you've got proof, if you're going to make an accusation, back it up. I'll happily report it. Otherwise, I'm asking for information and currently seeking it. But I have seen none as of yet. If there is some, I'll be happy to report it. But but
Ukraine's going to get fucking pummeled now. And
they're going to have to use the European allies to back them up and to pony up more money for them. We have given them a lot of stuff prior to Biden leaving office that won't be given back. So we're giving them when we give them aid, we're giving. And actually, if Donald Trump were smart, he'd continue to give Ukraine aid because we don't give them money.
Is 14 minutes enough for this, guys?
Mostly we give them guns and bullets. And so when we deplete that number of guns and bullets, and by the way, folks, we're the biggest producer of guns and bullets on the planet. So most of the wars that are fought on this planet have an American gun or bullet with it. So,